So let's talk about networking. Networking can be a struggle for many people, but you would be surprised how many people are in the performing arts, the music industry, the media and film industry who consider themselves introverts or extremely shy. And there are a few things that people do to kind of work around that innate desire to just sit at home and not go out and network that people like myself and other people that I know do. One, get to the event early. I know it's not cool. There's a whole point of being fashionably late, whatever that means. But if you arrive early, you have the best chance to meet with the people who are putting on that event and talk with them in a more one-on-one environment where there isn't that much of a crowd to deal with. You don't have to kind of shout over things or fight your way for their attention. And it's a great way to just make a good first impression where the pressure is pretty low. And then you can kind of work your way up as people trickle in. You can introduce yourself. There's just a natural build towards getting to the large crowd and then being like, oh, well, I already have people at this point to talk to because I got here early and I already met people. Because it can be very hard when you arrive at a party or at an event that's already in full swing and you kind of are hovering around people already laughing and engaged in conversation, trying to find your way in. It's like double dutch. You have to kind of like wait for your moment to jump into the conversation, and that can certainly be really awkward and it's very stressful. And I've certainly been there. So, 2, give yourself a goal. Is there a particular person that is going to be at this event? So, for example, festivals and panels, and who is speaking. So, is there somebody at this event where you've already done your research and you want to meet them and you go out and look for them? Or give yourself a goal of a number. I'm going to meet 2 or 3 people that I've never met before. And once you meet your 2 or 3 new people, you can feel that sense of accomplishment and then also make the decision, do I stay and continue networking because I feel comfortable now, or do I leave because I've met my goal, I'm exhausted, I can't do it anymore, and you go home. I also think it's important to think about reconnecting with people that you already know, or making sure that you keep up those relationships that you've already established with people in your community. Any networking is about building long-lasting relationships with people that you want to work with and might work with in the near or distant future. And so those are relationships that you want to cultivate like any friendship. You want to check in, you want to tell them what you're up to, you want to ask what they're up to, you want to show interest in what other people are doing, not just be there to pitch your latest project. You want to be a human. And that can, again, sometimes be tough in these stressful situations where there's a lot of people and people vying for each other's attention and trying to make an impression and all that stuff. But the more human and relaxed you can be, the better off you're going to come across in these kinds of situations. And you definitely want to follow up with these people. So if you get their Instagram, or if you get their business cards, or if you exchange their LinkedIn, whatever, you want to then follow up a day or 2 later and say, hey, it was great talking to you, and keep that conversation going. But it can be tough, but it's absolutely necessary because this is an industry that is built on referrals and recommendations, and it's a people industry. People hire people that they want to work with, and they often hire people that they've already worked with or that they've already met and they know they like them and they're willing to give them a chance. So you have to go out there and meet people. So I hope that's helpful.